Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another figure unboxing review. You know the whole spiel. Today, if you saw one of my other videos, you saw I picked up this really cool looking Cesaro. I'm excited to open this bad boy up and oh my god, I should not talk like that. I'm excited to open it up and see what the figure's like. From the outside looking in, it looks like a pretty decent figure. So let's go over the box first. You have this picture of Cesaro on the side. My box is a little scraped up right here. It makes him look like he has a booger, which is whatever. You also have the info on the back. You can read that if you want. I'm not going to. You have all the other figures in the line. As far as boxes go, I've been noticing, since I've been picking up other figures from other series and other lines, WWE boxes really are a standout. They show what else you can buy in the line. They tell you about the figure. A lot of other boxes are just, it's an art piece and that's it. They have some legalese on the side or on the bottom. That's about it. You don't have any other information. You have no way to know what else is in the line. You have no way to know anything about the figure. It's a little bit bare bones, but WWE is a pretty big standout there. They have a lot of cool information for all the collectors who like to keep their figures in the box. It makes it easier to keep your figure in the box when the boxes are as cool as this. But you guys know me, I don't keep my figures in the box, and I also have no way to open this. So we're just going to have to rip into this and pull it on out. Okay. I could have ripped this a little bit better. That's okay. Throw that on the ground. Let's get the hands out first. Come on. You too. Okay, should I aim the camera down a little bit? Probably. This is the figure. And of course, right off the bat, that's a really good head sculpt, if you could tell. It doesn't really want to focus. I think it's because of that light, but I don't really have much lighting in this room, so it's either that or you guys can't see the figures. So WWE figures have fantastic head sculpts. That's pretty standard across the board. You also have a little bit of chest hair right here. Wow, that really sticks out a lot. That's weird looking. It's like they put a really huge trunk mold on the bottom half, and then the Cesaro mold is like really skinny, so that sticks out like quite a bit. Okay. You'll also have this nice yellow gear. Despite being huge, it's painted very nice. You have some decent kick pads or knee pads. I hate these knee pads. They're really too long and too thick. Makes it hard to bend the knees and everything, but whatever. These boots are okay. The paint right here is really thin, so you can kind of see some of the black bleed through, but it still looks okay. This yellow overall looks great. It says always right there with the heart. Cesaro with the plus, and then on the other side, Cesaro with the plus and another plus right there. And on the back, it says back in the swing Cesaro. This is supposed to be pretty long, I guess. It looks very odd. This is a very odd piece of clothing. It doesn't really have a very good way of just sitting there. It doesn't look great. It also has just swing it on the sides, like he's wearing a undershirt right there. We'll go ahead and pop this off. I don't really like this jacket. And that's him without his jacket. He looks pretty good, I'd say. Got the nice double jointed elbows, so his arms can go way up. He can pose like a Swiss model, because he is basically a Swiss model. Really stiff. Does not want to move on me. It's pretty rough. That one's okay. This side's a little bit stiffer. So I guess we'll go over articulation. Like I said, the arms are stiff, so I'm going to do this side. Ooh, that's pretty stiff too. It goes all the way up and all the way back down. Maybe. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I'm going to be careful from now on. It spins all the way around. Double jointed, goes all the way up. hands go back and forward and spins all the way around. The ab crunches, oh my god, right there. And there's another little crunch at the hips, so you can go full 90 if you wanted. Does not go back very far, just a little bit if he wants to look up. And it swivels all the way around. There is swivel at the thigh. The legs can kick up, go out probably. I don't want to guesstimate on degrees because I did not pass that class in high school. The legs, like I said, they're stunted by these knee pads, but they would go up pretty high. Then you have the legs, or the calves, there's swivel at the calf, and the feet can hinge there, but I don't typically like to mess with those because they're usually really stiff, so I just leave them alone. And then there's very slight swivel, and then the head, of course, can look up and down just a little bit and spin all the way around. And that's your figure. You also got two hands, two pointing hands with a little ring on them. These also have rings on them on both sides. And some black wrist tape right there. That's really soft looking. You almost barely notice it, the chest and body hair. But I'd say this is overall a fairly decent figure. Just need to pop some of those joints a little bit looser, so it's a little bit easier to pose. But as it stands right now, I'd say this is a pretty solid figure. It looks a little bit insane, the fact that it's not focused with that smile, but I still think it's a pretty decent figure. I do have another Cesaro somewhere, but he is buried, and I don't feel like searching for him. It's a very old figure. I think series, I don't know, 40 something. I could Google it. It's the one that came with the ladder and a flag, and it was We the People, if you want to Google it yourself. That's the only other Cesaro I've owned, so. But this one is a great replacement. I'm excited to have him. He's really thick, which is fun, because the one I have is very, very thin. They made this guy, it's like a completely different lower half. Like, this is way too thick for him, to be honest, but it still works. It still looks good, so I'm excited to have him. You know the rules, you guys. Let me know what you think of the figure down below. Leave a comment, leave a like, just engage with the video, all the YouTube things, you know how it is. And I guess that's it, so thank you. Bye.